Hello.
Do we sound super duper deep today? I know we sounded super deep. That was 2 weeks ago, wasn't it?
2 weeks, yeah.
2 weeks ago, when for some reason our voices were really deep. Hello, everyone. Happy Friday. Super deep. That was 2 weeks ago, wasn't it?
2 weeks, yeah.
2 weeks ago. Good job. Don't mind
great.
that echo.
I'm great at what I do.
So for those who are joining us for the very first time, we hang out for the first 10 minutes of every video to give everybody a chance to log on, to say hi, and for us to give some news. So if you're watching the replay, feel free to skip ahead a little bit. But guys, this Sunday, for those of you who are in the Ohio area, I know you're probably sick of hearing about this, but I will be presenting 2 live presentations plus our first ever in-person Q&A at Bitchcraft Fair in Columbus, Ohio. And at each of the presentations, which are going to be at 1 and 5, there's going to be a Q&A right in the middle at 3. But at each of the presentations, I'm going to be giving away two in total, scholarships to the Handmade Alpha Academy valued at $2,000 each. So that's going to be super duper excited. And I might have another Columbus event lined up, but this is one that you guys are going to be able to participate in, maybe feature some of your creations there, maybe make some sales while you listen to me. So I'll have some more information on that later. Other news, Handmade Alpha Academy does open in December. We're thinking around the 1st, but we haven't set that date for sure. But just keep that date in mind if you have been waiting to enroll, because ultimately we only open twice a year, and we're thinking about reducing that down to once a year, just so I can make sure that I'm spending the maximum amount of time with everybody. So, Mr. Moore, did we have any other news? Your show.
My show on the 11th of next month. We're playing with Tantric and Wayland at the Courtyard in Dayton, Ohio. So if anybody wants tickets for that, feel free to hit me up on Facebook, shoot me an email, do whatever. Don't feel obligated.
And you can hang out with me in the crowd.
We'll be jamming out.
Jamming.
9 bands in total.
All right. So the most important news, and I'm going to say this twice. I'm going to say it after we actually start at noon, just to make sure that everyone hears it. But the Black Friday cheat sheets that I created for you and sent out last Tuesday had some errors in the dates. I actually was looking at last year's calendar, and apparently Thanksgiving was 1 day later last year. So no biggie. Hopefully you haven't put them into effect yet. I don't think they start until early November, so you should be good. But if you need the new updated copy and you did not get it via email today, you can grab that link down below. I created a nice shiny web page for it, and you can also watch my training video, which covers how I made $4,000 or how I averaged $4,000 in sales on Black Friday. And the funny thing about that is that data was from the Black Friday before, because I made that video right before Black Friday last year. And last year on Black Friday, we made way more than $4,000. How much did we make on Black Friday?
Close to 10.
Yeah.
I think. Can't remember specifically, but it was close to 10.
We were packing orders from, I swear, it was like right butt crack of dawn to midnight each night. It was awful. So
yeah,
I mean, it was great. It was great. Don't get me wrong, it was great, but the actual staying up.
Oh yeah, no, because we had to pack orders for 16 hours straight for a week.
Yeah, it was crazy. Hi, Jess. We've got a couple Handmade Alpha Academy students out here today. Hi, Joseph. Let's see.
Are you running Black Friday specials?
What was that?
Are you running specials on Black Friday for our
jewelry business? Yes.
Jewelry business? Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely. So if you guys want to learn the super duper awesome technique that actually helps me to make all those crazy sales, you can actually find that video by either entering your email on the link below to get the updated cheat sheets. It will also send you the video, or you can just go back on my channel to last year before Black Friday. You're going to have to scroll through quite a few videos, but you can also find it right there on my channel. Any other questions? It's a quiet morning today. I'm really tired.
It is.
He's really tired.
We're tired. We had a late night last night.
And our kiddo, we didn't realize until yesterday that she didn't have school today for parent-teacher conferences.
Yeah.
So it's going to be a shorter Q&A, but we're super duper excited. We're going to be talking about Black Friday and any questions that you guys may have. I've already talked so much about Black Friday. I've made videos, last year that still apply. So there's no reason for me to remake them. I sent out cheat sheets because I thought that that would be something really great that you guys could, use on Black Friday or as you're prepping as you go. I released very similar cheat sheets last year too, and everyone really liked them. So this Q&A isn't going to be topic driven. We don't really have a lot of info directly for you, but what we're going to be doing is taking all of your questions, things that you might need clearing up based on that training video that I talked about or the cheat sheets. I mean, even if you're watching the replay, you could still watch through this and gather some valuable information based on some of the things that the alphas ask us.
Amber said she's having a whale of a day.
A whale.
So it's not
of
a
day.
quiet morning for me. I've been told I'm cheap, unethical, extorting my customers, and profiteering.
Wow.
You should
So
quit
you're
doing that. That's not good, Amber.
So you're a business, is what you're saying? You're profiting off of my customers. Why? Because you charge more than $3 for your very intricate sketches. Sounds like that person just needs to get a band hammer.
Like profiteering. That's the whole point. I mean, I don't know.
We'll be answering
Anyway.
questions in just a few minutes, guys. Just waiting for everyone to get on. Actually, you know what? We're just answering questions. I don't have any more news. I really don't have anything else important to say. Why don't we just start reading questions?
She said I'm a pirate. Yo-ho.
That's
So what
fine.
about Cyber Monday? Do we make it like a 4-day sale or separate sales?
I kind of answer that in the cheat sheets. Basically, what you're going to do, what I personally do is host your sale on Black Friday. Don't let anybody know that there's going to be any more sales, even if you do plan to do Cyber Monday, Small Business Saturday. Host your Black Friday sale. And if you sell out entirely, wouldn't it be real crappy to have advertised like a Small Business Saturday or Cyber Monday sale? I mean, I know that a lot of us don't have those high hopes of selling out, but you never know. So what I recommend doing, host your Black Friday sale. Then right at midnight, like right when you're about to turn that sale off or that sale is about to deactivate, if you decide that you haven't made enough sales, announce that you're extending that sale to Small Business Saturday or Cyber Monday or all three. So that's what I personally do. And sometimes I like to change the sale up a little bit. It was easier last year when I could offer free shipping, but now since we're all being pushed to offer free shipping, that's no longer an option.
Amber said profiteering is making profit illegally. Excuse me whilst I get in my Rolls Royce.
Oh, that's hilarious. So charging what? Profiting
How
illegal.
could they even accuse you of that?
What are you doing? You're selling a product. You're doing something. You're sketching. For those who don't know, Amber makes really intricate creature sketches. You can see Bubbers is back there on the wall, or you can go to handmadealphaacademy.com. She's actually featured on our website right now for our Handmade Alpha Academy students of the quarter. There's quite a few really, really awesome shops there. So be sure to check through those and you can see Amber's shop and see exactly what she does. But she puts so much time and effort into sketching people's pets by hand. And then you can get prints. She made us, of course, it's got like cat hair all over it. She made Mr. Moore this little coaster. This is her sketch. This isn't a photograph. This is her sketch. So if you ever get a customer like that, or not even a customer, but just a random person who messages you, just tell them to screw off or report them to Etsy if it's through Etsy, or just block them because they're never going to be a customer anyway. There's no need to spend time trying to convince them.
Don't waste your breath.
Yeah.
Hi,
Exactly.
newbie here. Currently, I don't have a website yet. How can one create an email campaign to market to customers? Is there a way to have marketing emails without a website? Yeah. You use MailChimp.
MailChimp.com. The only thing that you're going to need to send emails is a domain email, but you can buy a domain name for very cheap. I think that you can get your domain name for $12 on Google Domains. And then I think it's $5 a year for that actual Google email address or that domain email. So it would be like what your name at yourbusinessname.com rather than your name at gmail.com. But you do have to have that to create a MailChimp. but it's fairly cheap. And then MailChimp itself is free until you get 2,000 subscribers, which takes a long time. So just don't even you're probably never going to have to worry about paying for MailChimp until you definitely have the money that it doesn't matter. Because if you've got more than 2,000 people on your email list, you're making enough sales to accommodate. I promise.
What time should we make the sale go live? At the right time.
At the right time. I personally
all my water.
Sorry. I personally like to make my sale go live before everybody else does. How many Black Friday emails do we get at midnight?
Oh, good God.
Exactly. So what I like to do is schedule mine for I used to do it at 9 p.m. on Thanksgiving, but then it's almost like the big companies started getting faster. So now I do it at dinner time. I do it around 5 to 6 p.m. Thanksgiving night. And then I post about it nonstop, because what do people do after they eat their Thanksgiving dinner? They sit on their phones and they scroll.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's like, yeah.
What I actually don't like that a lot of the bigger box companies are doing are the pre-Black Friday sales, where they'll give you a better discount than what they're going to give on Black Friday. It's like completely ruining the whole purpose of Black Friday. And I'm glad that like our little community doesn't really do that.
Yeah. Yet. Knock on wood. Is this real wood?
Just give them the sale earlier. Do you have any tips on how to go about sending the emails to the VIPs? I'm afraid of giving too much and eliminate any sense of mystery.
I just like to tease it. If you guys want to go to my my actual Etsy like Facebook page, for Art by Starla Moore, you can just type Art by Starla Moore in and scroll back to last year's Black Friday photos. I like to say things like, a sale so big we're going to break the internet, and I just leave it there. And I let them know about the date, but I don't tell them what the sale is. I don't tell them how much it's going to be for. I want to maintain that mystery so that they're more intrigued to come back on Thanksgiving night and check it out, or check their email. And if you have the cheat sheets that I have linked down below, make sure to grab those. One of those cheat sheets is phrases to use for that Black Friday marketing that don't say too much. So you can literally just steal those directly from that cheat sheet and use them in your marketing, and they're going to have the same effect. So for those who are joining us late, I want to go ahead and throw out the disclaimer that the cheat sheets that I sent out on Tuesday had a few errors in the dates, because I accidentally used last year's calendar instead of this year's, not thinking that Thanksgiving would be a day earlier. So you can grab the updated cheat sheets down below. There's a pretty little, I made them their own little website, and you can enter your name and email. Those cheat sheets will send automatically, but it will also give you one of my most popular videos, which is how I make $4,000 or more as in last year I made $10,000 by hosting double dip sales for Black Friday. So
I'm about to launch my Etsy in November. Should I open before Black Friday or wait until after Black Friday to launch? I've been doing a series of Inktober, and people have been waiting on the shop, so maybe should pre-Black Friday orders.
We've had this
question so many times.
So you're not alone.
Don't open on Black Friday. You don't want the first thing that your shop does to be a sale. Give yourself some time to actually sell some things before you host them.
Right, at full price. You could make like some full price sales. If people have been waiting.
People are going to want to buy your stuff, and they're not going to be thinking about Black Friday when they look at your emails and whatnot. Let's see here. Amber said, "Oh, it's hilarious. He's an animal stunt man who profits from his animals." Yeah. Let's see here. Should my marketing images have photos of products in them, or just be branded?
Usually for marketing images, if you're talking about Black Friday marketing, you would typically want to incorporate your product in there somehow, because
unless your brand is just so well known that people know what you sell.
But since you're selling on Etsy, that is going to be a stretch for most sellers at this point, unless you have a good following who just sees your branding and knows that it's you. Obviously, like if Tiffany & Co. held a sale and you saw that Tiffany blue ad, you would know it's Tiffany & Co. without having to see jewelry. I can usually get away with posting like a fantasy picture with my logo on it, and people just automatically know that it's me because I have a following over, I think it's over 25,000, but I'm not sure what the exact number is. But if you don't find yourself with that instant recognition, like people will see your branding and know exactly who you are. Or, you know, you're catering to brand new people. Maybe you're running a boosted post and it's reaching people who don't already know your brand. They're not going to know what to expect. And if they don't know what to expect, they're not going to click on your call to action to actually see what you sell. If you just saw a blank photo that had some generic holiday stock art on it that said, you know, 50% off sale, come to Sassy Otter Boutique. That sounds like an Etsy shop, doesn't it? Sassy Otter. Someone should go look that up for me and see if Sassy Otter is taken. And if not, someone should take it. All right.
Let's see here. Is it a good idea to start amping up your ad spend right now, or should I wait until about a week before Black Friday? Also, when should I stop my ads?
Be sure to go get that answer, or the answer to that question is in the Black Friday cheat sheets. I think I put an exact date on those cheat sheets for when I had kind of like mapped it out on a calendar as to when to start promoting that Black Friday sale. I don't want to contradict myself because offhand, I don't remember the exact date on that cheat sheet. But if you go download it, it will have every single date, when emails need to be sent, when social media posts need to be made. It has literally everything. It is a complete like calendar of what you should be doing for Black Friday.
Questions.
I wish there was a way for them to submit like something. You guys should put a wolf emoji on your questions. Would that be super useful if they started doing that?
No.
Like we might not.
It's people would just start doing it.
But
I'm planning to launch my first serious collection, Renee style, on November 15th. Is it a bad idea to do a site-wide Black Friday sale? I'm thinking about excluding my new collection from that.
Usually Black Friday is the only time that I say that you should discount a new collection. And I think Renee, somebody can correct me if I'm wrong, if she's ever said otherwise, but I think that she's kind of on the same side as me, because I do recall her saying that Black Friday is the one time a year when you can break the rules, just because Black Friday is a really great opportunity to market. Because I like to see it like Black Friday, I get the most first-time buyers out of any day of the year. I get more first-time shoppers from Black Friday because they see my ads. Maybe they've been waiting to buy from me. Like they've watched my page, and this just seems like their golden opportunity. But what this does is it not only allows you to make sales, but it allows you to form long-term customers that might buy from you later because they've already gotten that first taste. They've already eaten like that first potato chip out of the bag. And you know, after that, if they really like what you have, it's less likely that they're going to stop. So I like to see Black Friday is like killing two birds with one stone. Yes, you're making sales, you're making, you know, more money. It's a great day to make money. However, what you're also doing is using it as an opportunity to market so that you're spreading the word to people who might have otherwise not been pushed to buy. You're pushing them to buy. And then from that point on, if they're pleased with what they received, they're more likely to buy from you again, or they're more likely to recommend you to a friend. That did not mean for that to rhyme.
Amber said, I wish I could have Thanksgiving here. The Brits just laugh at you when you invite them over. There's me and Scott trying to demolish a turkey between us. It's not your holiday.
It's not for you, Amber.
It's our holiday.
It's not for you. Everyone is entitled to eat a whole turkey.
Well, yeah, you can do
Unless
that.
you're
just
a vegan.
You just can't call it Thanksgiving.
What is the vegan version? A tofurkey?
Get the hell out.
A tofurkey? I don't know. We've been eating these tofu wings, and
yeah, they're pretty bomb.
I'm almost convinced here.
Another question on how much should you discount? Depends on your product.
Yeah, it's really going to depend. Now, if you're using the double dip, that's going to be like at your discretion, okay? So the video that I keep recommending that you guys go watch that made me over $10,000, link down below, hint, hint. But it's linked with the cheat sheets. But for discounts, if you're just holding like a normal sale, not a double dip, anything over 15% is usually going to grab attention. But on Black Friday, people usually expect it to be steeper than that. If you can only afford 15%, that's okay. But keep your expectations a little bit lower unless you have a real rave following. I would say that if you're able to offer 20 or more, that's usually when people are really going to start perking their ears. What I usually do is offer 30%. And then with my double dip strategy, they're allowed to stack another 30% on top of that, which psychologically that sounds like 60%, but it's really closer to what, 40?
I can't remember off the top of my head.
Someone do the math. It doesn't equal out to 60% because it's, stacked, right?
So it's a discount on an already discounted item.
Exactly. But, it's just one of those little psychological triggers. So that's how I personally do it. As long as you're doing it above 15%, after 15%, people really stop paying attention. I mean, when's the last time that you got excited about buying a coffee mug for 10% off? I just got a coupon for something. I can't even remember what the company is because it was so not impactful, but they offered me a 5% coupon. I was like, oh, yay.
It's like that restaurant that gave a 3% military discount.
A 3% military discount, which, we don't care. Like, we really don't. We would rather them have said, no, we don't. I'm sorry. Like a lot of places just don't. And that's fine.
Right. You're going to insult me with that 3%.
Like, don't.
Get out of here. That's not even. Most military members use whatever the discount is as the tip. Because it's usually 10%. Some places go 20 to 30% military discount, but just stop.
We always
don't offer it. Don't be pretend. That's pretentious is what that is.
We always offer it back to the server. So if it's like a high % off, we give a higher tip. Not
right. Like if a restaurant gives me like 25% off, that person's going to get whatever they took off of the check. That's just how you should do it.
Leftover hippies. How much total discount stacked do you personally give? Oh, I just answered that. I do 30% with 30%. I'm launching in a week.
Tofus
Awesome.
have wings? Yeah, they do.
Tofus have wings. Those tofu wings are the bomb.
And then
so
Shay,
can I just buy tickets for your event at the door?
Didn't mean to do that.
You totally can. Just be aware it's not my event. I'm just speaking there. If you're not all into like the Halloween, witchcraft, trick or treat vibe, then you're free to just kind of hang around upstairs with me. Apparently, I'm going to be in the upstairs room called the mezzanine. And I am right in between. My room is in between two other rooms, and those rooms have psychics. So I'm going to be back in the corner. But that's a good thing because apparently the psychic rooms are going to be like super duper quiet, with just some very mellow music. And then my loud mouth is going to be down the hall.
See here. And then do we need to let you know we're coming on Sunday before the event? No, because we're not going to be meeting individual people for quite a while. We're going to be taking time to get ready and doing the presentations.
Right.
We might have a minute or two to chat here and there. But.
And once after the presentations, we can. So the event is from 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. We present at 1 p.m. So that's going to give you time to get in, do whatever. Q&A is going to be at 3 p.m. Final presentation is going to be at 5 p.m. There are going to be over 80. I think there were 84 vendors the last that I checked in with the event organizer. So you're going to have plenty to do in between. Plus, there's an open bar. There's an open bar.
I'm super stoked about that.
You're not allowed to drink at the open bar.
Somebody said that there's no link below for the Black Friday video.
It's grab our free Black Friday survival guide. You get sent the video automatically.
Yep.
Anything
That's
else?
Right, boy. Let's see here.
How do you?
That's a 3 whole %.
Hold on, Vanessa. How do you double stack coupon codes? Vanessa, go watch the video that I keep talking about. It's linked below. When you click on the grab our free Black Friday survival guide, you'll be able to find the video. It's a double dip sale. And I have a hack that will allow you to stack coupons on top of each other.
Somebody said, oh boy, a whole 3%. Wow.
Woo!
Yeah, I know. And it is. It's definitely a slap in the face. It's like, here, we're giving you a discount because we feel obligated to because people kept asking.
Vanessa, a coupon code on the sale on Etsy applies to the original price. I'm confused. No, if you've got your shop actually on sale, unless they've updated something in the last 12 months, which I don't think they have, I can confirm or I can double check. But unless they've changed something in the last 12 months, what you can do is put your whole shop on sale, and then the Etsy on sale coupon from that app will stack on top of that so that it doubles up. like I said, unless there's something that you know that I don't, in which case, please let me know.
I know this about Black Friday, but have y'all noticed problems with sending swipe messages on your phone since Etsy tweaked the Convo format? I have Android and tried to send on my laptop now. I mean, I would just be sending them on computer anyway.
We don't send them on our phones.
Other than Facebook, you really shouldn't be doing Facebook and emails. You really shouldn't do a whole lot of work from a phone. It's just not. It's not like we do the emails about time management and stuff like that. It's not good for time. And if you're slow on a computer, that's fine. Just learn to get a little bit faster. But I promise doing your work on a computer is way faster.
Yeah, because
if you have a desktop, that's even better, because you'd be surprised how much typing on a like small mobile keyboard is less time effective than like a full QWERTY keyboard.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
So in that case, you might just have to, because I've never sent my swipes from my phone. So you might just have to rely on desktop if the app is actually giving you problems.
And then somebody said, and use an external mouse. Yeah, definitely.
Oh, yeah.
Especially if you're the kind of person that uses swipes and you have to highlight and you have a bunch of different like insert here kind of swipes. Let's see here. Amber Marie made 40.48 pound in digital downloads of Witch Hat add-ons.
Oh, yeah. She did. Remember how we talked about product stacks? So she had her original artwork, but you could put the witches hats on them. So you could, this is the same image that's back there, but it just has the witches hat. And I think she has some for Christmas too. So that's almost like finding a way to make a product stack for artwork. That's crazy.
I would die. LOL, no drinking with my kidneys right now. YOLO. Does anyone have suggestions on gift wrapping for large wood signs? I would use large gift wrap.
Tiny gold elephant designs. If you can't find the answer that you're looking for, and you want to talk more to people within your industry, feel free to join the Handmade Alpha Facebook community if you're not a member yet. It's linked down below. You probably are since you're watching this, but just in case. And I'm sure I know for a fact that we have other alphas who make large wooden signs.
I honestly would just figure out a way to do padding on all four corners, in the middle on each side, and then one thing on the front and the back to keep it from compressing, and put it in a box. That's probably the best thing that you can do. But for gift wrapping, I don't know. I would just wrap it like with normal gift wrap. Let's see. I use a 30% off VIP mailing list picture in my listings. I want to offer 30% off Black Friday. Should I remove the picture VIP discount during the sale? I
would not remove the VIP discount. I think that your current fans who know that they get 30% for signing up, they might be a little cheated. But if you're doing 30% again, you could try offering, could you afford doing 35% just so it's a little bit steeper? If not, keep your VIP sale going. Unfortunately, you're not going to be able to expect a whole lot of sales from those people since they already know that they get 30% off. But what you can do is remove that photo and maybe you could even make a temporary photo that has your EEP URL and put something like get more discounts, after the holidays by joining our email list. That way, when they get that 30% again, it's like a whole new coupon and they're not expecting it. Maybe that would be a way to kind of pull that off.
You must use the Etsy on sale app. No.
Yeah,
can't stack coupons with sales when setting it up through Etsy. That's true.
That's what we keep saying. That's why I keep telling you guys
to watch the video that we've posted down below.
Oh my God, you guys.
It probably didn't show up until recently.
Okay.
Let's see here. So here, I've always used a laptop for swipe files. Not enough memory on my phone. Never even thought to try it that way. It's just not. It's not time effective. I know that you do free shipping now, but when you did not, how did you handle the shipping charges for Black Friday sales?
I didn't.
Exactly the same.
Yeah, I did it exactly the same. I charged, I know I'm babbling right now. So for US orders, I charged a little bit more for shipping to accommodate, the packaging and everything. But I knew that if I also charged more for the international people, I would have less international sales, because it was already $13.50 to ship my packages, which was almost as much as most people's actual orders were. So what I kind of did was I allowed the little extra runoff on the US orders to kind of accommodate the international orders, because they were just so steep, and it kind of balanced out. And even charging just a little bit more, just a few dollars more on my US shipping, no one seemed to mind. Nobody questioned it. And I did not lose sales over it. Now, the reason that I switched over to the free shipping, and I know I have a lot of people who are like, oh, Starla converted to the dark side, but we received so many questions asking if our sales increased based on, or if their sales will increase based on the free shipping. So in order for me to give you guys accurate data, which is going to take a few months, I have to test it for myself. I will note that a lot of people in the Facebook groups have been talking about sales just plummeting right now. Everyone's talking about how Etsy's cutting off sales and Etsy conspiracies. And I actually posted, and asked everybody, stop with the Etsy conspiracies, guys. Etsy is not trying to hurt anybody. We are the reason that they make money. They can't try to harm us. That would be shooting themselves in the foot.
Makes no sense at all.
Right. So every year, and I can even take screenshots of my stats if nobody believes me, but every single year around the end of October, sales fall, because everyone knows that Christmas is coming and they don't want to spend money.
Black Friday sales, yo.
And it's not even that. Even people who are, international and they don't have as much of a Black Friday over wherever they are, what basically happens is people hold on to that money until after Halloween, because Halloween is like fall mode. And then when November hits and all the stores have the Christmas decorations and all the stores are playing Christmas music, like before even Thanksgiving, people are fed with the thought that, okay, I need to buy. I want to be ready this year. I don't want to wait until the last minute. And that's when they're going to start doing the shopping. So this is completely normal. There is no crazy. Etsy is not blocking you from getting sales. I've been watching this happen for like 6 years now. This is completely normal. Everybody needs to just stay calm.
All right. Let's see.
Can I have a water bottle?
No. 30% off plus 30% off is a total of 51%.
Thank you.
That sounds about right.
Right. So 50%, not too bad, not too shabby for a Black Friday sale. That's enough to grab people's attention, and it hopefully,
if you can afford that. If you can't, you can always lower it. 15 and 15, 20 and 20, whatever.
Exactly.
As long as you know how to math, make sure you know how to math that right, so you can calculate your profits out correctly. Do you know if other countries have, other than the U.S., have the Black Friday thing? We don't have it in Mexico, but I'm wondering about other places at this point, as most of my tiny following is not in the U.S. It's hit or miss. It's kind of all over the world, but in certain places, certain districts in certain places.
It's starting to catch on. It started in the U.S. because basically after Thanksgiving, when everybody stuffs their faces, we kick off the holiday season by beating each other in Walmart parking lots.
Killing each other.
And killing each other and trampling each other.
Fight to the death.
Yeah, but because of that, because so many people die on Black Friday being greedy, most people take to online shopping, where they can just sit up like right at midnight on Thanksgiving night, or, they get up in the middle of the night and they get their coffee and they sit at their computers and they do all of their shopping. And you have to rush too. For those who don't know how this works, like even online shopping, you have to buy quick because the best deals disappear super fast. So if you don't have a lot of market, and if you know that most of your customers are coming from Mexico, and you just know that if you hold a Black Friday sale, everyone's going to say, what the heck is that? Then maybe don't hold it. But if you think that you're going to be able to steal some of that traffic from the rest of the world, I mean, it couldn't hurt. Even if you don't call it a Black Friday sale, you could add your own cool name to it. That way, at least people who are already there, those people who are up at midnight shopping, will see that you are also someone hosting a sale. So that's what I would do, even if you don't market it as a Black Friday sale.
And if I'm not mistaken, I believe the whole purpose of Black Friday is for businesses to sell out of product so they can get the new best and brightest stuff in immediately following before Christmas. I'm pretty sure that that's the reason. Yeah.
I didn't know that. That's interesting.
Yeah, so they can clear stock to get all the new, because most companies release like their best and brightest crap in like late November. So people will like rush to buy it. They're like, oh, I only have like a week to buy this before I have to get everything wrapped up.
You know why I host Black Friday sales?
Money.
Well, no, I host Black Friday
Give me
sales because
water.
I don't want to work as much close to Christmas.
Mm-mm.
And my shop sells out in November, so I can have all of my orders packed in November, and then in December only send like 3 or 4 packages.
Yeah,
Because
Black Friday literally is like the best and worst time of the year for us because it's like, yay, we made all this money, but then it's seriously like a week to 2 weeks of nonstop packing orders. Like we don't do anything else.
And then my shop is empty and I have to spend like 2 months filling it.
Yep.
And then I have no sales in January. So I meant to
Looking
grab
for the next
the water.
question.
I don't know why I did
I
that.
literally just took it from you because you've drank almost all of it. Stop drinking my water.
my
Go
throat,
get your own.
my throat hurts.
Drink the damn water then. How much easier is your life now that you're able to direct people to the video you made last year?
Here's the thing.
Partially easy. We've still had a bunch of questions that are
No,
answered
we
in that video.
right. We still have questions of people from people who
yeah.
haven't gone and watched it.
That's why we're here.
I'm not gonna remake videos just for the sake of updating them and give you guys the same content over and over again.
If nothing has changed, it's not going to get updated. Maybe like 2-3 years down the road, when stuff is even more high detailed than it is now, and people are like, "Oh my god, look at these grandpas with this trash look on their screen." But I don't know.
Yeah, it made it way easier this year because not a whole lot has changed. And as long as you can still stack your coupons with Etsy on sale, then yeah, it'll
My
still
sales
work.
Periwinkle Pinecone said my sales are rising. That happens.
Yep, that means that
Some industries get hit differently than others.
I was going to say that just means that your market is shopping right now. And that's something to get excited about because for most of us, our sales drop this time of year until November 1st, and then it starts to pick back up.
All right, I'm having trouble getting on board with free shipping. I make handmade wedding invitations, and depending on the order, they can be heavy. I offer priority shipping for U.S. orders. Thoughts? If you can't offer it, you can't offer it.
You either can or you can't. You're either making a profit or you're not.
And
So
it's better to not offer it and not have to cut corners than to cut corners and offer it.
Yep. So it's a personal choice. You need to look at how much money you're making and is it going to cut into your profits? Because
I don't really think there's not enough data yet, but I don't think it's really going to hurt you to not offer it.
The only thing is when you go to Etsy now, they immediately put a filter for free shipping.
I know that.
But you don't have to click it. It's already filtered to only show free shipping, and you have to click out of it.
Yeah, that's kind of a stinky poo-poo situation they're putting y'all in.
Yep.
Let's see here. Okay. Hello, I'm new here. I've been offering free shipping. I'm trying to find the balance of what to offer Black Friday. I can't afford to do 30%. I'm thinking about having them pay for shipping, and then I could do 30 to 50% off to make a good deal.
If you're not able to accommodate coupons, you need to be pricing higher. So I mean, you don't need to offer 30% if that's too much.
Offer what you can offer.
Right. Like I said, ideally you want to offer above 10%, ideally over 15% to really attract that attention. Anything below 15% usually doesn't get that much attention. So anything above that, and you should be safe. And then you may still be able to offer that free shipping as well.
Doing 20% off and 10% double dip. That's a huge discount for my shop. It's all relative to your prices and what you've gotten your customers used to. Yeah.
And Harmony, who said that at Old Soul Artisan, I mean, she has relatively high-end products, so she's able to accommodate a sale like that because she's priced with discounts like this in mind.
If you're made to order like my shop, how do you recommend I build a sense of urgency?
Well, Black Friday there's going to be urgency no matter what. If you're talking about, hosting sales, Black Friday, there will always be urgency because there's a timestamp on it. So as long as you're advertising and saying, this sale ends at midnight, only, 3 hours left, and you're constantly stressing that throughout the span of the sale, you're going to evoke some of that urgency. You could even put it in your Etsy listings. You could make a listing photo or a little banner to go on your thumbnails that says ends at midnight on Saturday ends on midnight Saturday. Sorry, guys. I told you we're really tired.
Do you have any videos on how to price my shop items?
Price in the top 10% of your industry.
There you go.
Look at all your competitors and price within 10% of them.
Hello, should I only have my ready-to-ship items on sale or also the made-to-order ones?
I like to, I mean, generally, I put all of my items on sale because I wouldn't want someone to go to my shop, see what they want, realize it's not part of the sale, and leave. That's always a possibility. So it's usually a good idea to offer everything on sale if you're able to.
Sonora K said, drink pickle juice for your throat.
Ew.
That's disgusting.
I don't want it. I would have when I was pregnant.
I'll take the pneumonia. Do you have a video that goes step by step through your pre-launch sales and VIP group? I thought you had one before, but I can't find it.
No, what I usually recommend is that you guys just join my VIP group and watch one live in action because they last a long time. And I think that nobody's going to believe it unless they see it.
And it's not really a step-by-step process. You just get your stuff together or you post the post and then
I mean, it kind of is. There is a bit of a step-by-step process to it. I do have a bonus at Handmade Titan University that kind of walks through it, but I am going to be making a more updated version of it that's going to be an actual, okay, do this, next do this, next do this. But that's going in Handmade Alpha Academy. That was promised to my students. However, you guys can totally join my Art by Starla Moore Keykeepers Club, which is linked all the way down at the bottom. That is my Facebook group for my products. I don't want you to buy just to be nice to me. But what you can do is watch one of my product launches. I have one coming up on November 10th. When you watch it live, you'll see how I actually structure these product launches so that I create these senses of scarcity and urgency to the point where within seconds of launching, everything sells out. And for those who don't believe me, alphas who have attended one of my pre-launches, type in the comments and let them know how those usually go.
I don't have an email list or a social presence yet because my shop is fairly new. What can I do to get some traffic to my Etsy shop for sales? Build an email list and work on your social media presence.
Right.
I mean,
there's no shortcuts.
Make sure your SEO is on point if you're not willing to do the other stuff, and then just kind of got to wish from there if you don't want to do the other stuff.
Right. I mean, you have to consider that it took me years to build a social media following, and ultimately my social media following is the majority of my sales. So you need to immediately go get your email list made. Start creating that social presence. It's not something that's just going to happen overnight. It's going to take time. Sales are going to be slow. That's just kind of how it works starting out. Most businesses don't turn a profit for the first 5 years. So just make sure that you're actually spending that time and nurturing people and having sales and giving discounts and hosting giveaways and doing all of the things that, we ultimately recommend in order to get that following in the first place. And like I said, it takes time, but you have to be willing to put in the time and the effort and the work, because anybody in the comments, I'm sure that if you guys want to post something, you can also verify that those who have decent social media followings, it took more than a year for that to happen. So like I said, just work on building that email list now. Black Friday might not be a blowout other than, organic traffic if you don't have a huge following, but that's okay. This isn't a race. It takes time. So, just don't feel awful if holiday season isn't super great if you're just starting out, because every year it's going to get a little bit better. You really can't go backwards unless you do something really crazy, like completely change your product lines or what you make. There's really no way to go backwards.
All right. So if I wanted to out I don't know what you were trying to go there. I'm assuming quantity.
Yeah, quantity.
Should I make a separate listing at sale price and a second at full, or just renew listing once I see it gone?
That just depends on how much time that you want to put into it. If you're doing Black Friday, I mean, I know that you want to increase the scarcity, but I wouldn't put those quantities so low that you have to sit up all through Black Friday and renew that listing over and over. People don't know how many sales you actually make. So even if your quantity was at 10, people look at 10 and they might think, oh, there's only 10. When in reality, 10 for you might be a lot. So I wouldn't make it to the point where you have to sit up all night and constantly renew. That doesn't sound like a lot of fun.
The thing I hate about Etsy on sale is not showing up in search under things on sale. Yeah, that kind of sucks, but most of your traffic really shouldn't be coming organically through like just normal search like that. It's social
I think
media
she means
presence.
that I think that she means that when you put your shop on sale with Etsy on sale, it doesn't appear
No, I
in
know
Etsy's.
exactly what she's saying,
Oh,
but
okay.
most of your sales aren't going to be coming from that anyway.
Right.
With all of the people that are going to be putting their shop on sale the normal way, like the chance of you showing up there is already going to be pretty small. So.
Yeah, and Jacqueline is from the Wicked Griffin.
I know.
Jacqueline,
you got a big presence, girl. Like,
yeah,
you shouldn't have to worry about that.
I would just use, social media for all of your touting. You already know all this, Jacqueline. I don't have to tell you. You know all this. I think that she was just talking on behalf of the general public.
Yeah.
Which is why I only use Etsy on sale for Black Friday, and then I just use Etsy's marketing tab. We used to, the marketing tab has gotten a lot better. Let's just say that in the last year. I think it's been about a year since they rolled out all those really great changes. So, I think that there's no real reason to use Etsy on sale other than for Black Friday, regardless.
Is it worth being part of Etsy on sale? Yes.
Yes.
Oh my God. How do you handle those that order like a day, 5 days before the Black Friday sale and want a refund after those items go on sale? Depends on your refund policy.
I've never had that happen before, but I would tell them no, and I would make sure that you have something in your policy, stating that
I'm not gonna refund you because your discount came out. Like that's rough.
It really depends. I mean, if you want to refund them the difference and save that customer and be able to keep that customer, you can. However, is that really a customer that you want in your funnel for an extended amount of time?
No, I would never sell to that person again. Let's see here. Well, I didn't know about this automatic free shipping filter. Does that include offer with free shipping when you spend X amount? I don't know.
I'm not sure. Yeah, that might be something that you would need to actually experiment with or test maybe ask in the Etsy forums, because that one I'm not sure of.
How long do you set your processing time?
Processing time for,
Plus 5 days.
Processing time is going to completely depend on items. For me, it's going to be 3 to 5 days. And I might extend that out a little bit for Black Friday. We
usually do. We basically just add 5 days onto the normal shipping time to be safe.
Right. Because we have our shipping deadlines that say if you order by this date, you will receive it by Christmas. But processing times completely depend on the type of product that you have and how much time and how much work you have to go into packaging it. If you're gift wrapping it, if you're customizing it. For me, it's 3 to 5 days. Black Friday, I might extend it out a little bit, but that's going to completely depend on your capabilities. All right, let's try to get through. Maybe we'll take like 5 more because
we've busy. We got stuff to do.
My throat is going out, guys, and I have a speaking event on Sunday.
Adult joke.
Your name.
I doubt anybody's going to get that. Let's see. If
the ones who do deserve to.
Amber will. If we have free shipping over $75, will that pull our shop up as a free shipping? We just said that we just we don't know.
We'll do 5 questions excluding that.
You look it up. I don't know.
He's kidding. Oh, real quick, guys, we are going to be publishing the Halloween unboxing on Halloween because we feel like that would be super duper fun for after your kids get home from trick-or-treating, or you get home from trick-or-treating. We don't judge. But after you get home, watching that video, and it's almost going to be like watching your spooky movie, after Halloween.
Eat green raw pumpkin kernels regularly. They're loaded naturally with zinc. Good info, I guess. I'm assuming that was a sore throat reference.
Oh, okay.
Thank you, Richard.
Sure, Richard. I love pumpkin seeds. We actually have some green.
He said raw, though. I'm not eating raw as pumpkin seeds. I'm going to cook them and put some sugar on them.
We've got pumpkin seeds upstairs, the green raw pumpkin seeds.
Okay, thank you. I'll go join the group because one of your keys is going to be one of my rewards someday. When will you have another launch? The next time we launch? Should be the second week in November.
for Art by Starla Moore. Yeah, November 10th is when Art by Starla Moore is launching.
They sell so fast, it was nuts to watch. Yeah, we're not joking. Our stuff usually sells out. Like obviously we can't judge how people's reactions are going to be. So if we're excited about a key, occasionally we'll have one where we'll make like 30 of them and like 2 sell.
Yeah.
But that's like 1 or 2 keys per launch. The majority of the time, the keys sell out within seconds of releasing them. And that's not a joke.
And it's always when I'm testing an idea. My big story that I always tell is that I had a bunch of people who said that they wanted sports themed keys. And obviously I can't do like NFL logos or anything like that. It would, get my shop shut down. So what I instead did was made a football player key that you can still find in my shop, which is linked down below. And we
have not made any more of them. They're the same ones we made 2 years ago.
I have sold 2 of them, and I thought that it would be a good idea because then they could either put like their kid's birthstone on it if their kid played football, or their favorite sports team. They could put that color crystal in it, and we've sold 2. So yeah, that was me testing an idea that flopped. It happens.
Now I have a taste for pickles. LOL. If the thought of drinking pickle juice makes you want a pickle, you need to rethink your life choices. That's weird.
Abigail, we did mention Cyber Monday, so be sure to watch the replay.
God, that grosses me out. I'm sorry. Pickle juice is gross.
All right, no questions here.
I'm looking.
We get one more. Let's do
this one.
That's not a question.
Not a question.
Let's do Catherine.
Okay. Catherine, I have not started my email list yet. So what do you think of doing a sale on Instagram and directing it to my Etsy shop?
That's my favorite emoji, Catherine. That smiley face. That's my favorite one.
It's like the face you when you fart in a public place and you're like, oh God, it smells worse than I thought.
What do you think of doing a sale on Instagram and directing it to your Etsy shop? Absolutely. You should be posting your Etsy sale on all social media platforms that you use. And I typically recommend having primary platforms, but on Black Friday, that's when like the big guns come out, and I post ads everywhere. I even post Black Friday ads on my DeviantArt account. They go everywhere. So post them everywhere. This is the day when we're going to go crazy. We're going to make all the sales on Black Friday. Disclaimer, Starla Moore and the Handmade Alphas does not take responsibility if you do not make sales on Black Friday.
No. All these people talking about pickle juice. It says pickles taste like pickles. What's the problem? Okay, here's the thing. If you take a whole pickle and shove it in your mouth, is that not overpoweringly vinegary tasting to you? It's the same thing if you take a big old swig of pickle juice.
Terry, I know. I see a few that I want to answer. All right, here we go. It's like extended
lightning round.
Quick. Terry, yes, lightning round. Can we put a link to a video of a product being used in our product descriptions? Yes, as long as you're not distracting the person from buying off of Etsy, you can put a link to a YouTube video into your product descriptions, but the description that you have for the video on YouTube, I would not recommend putting your actual website in that description if you sell anywhere other than Etsy. I would only have the link to your Etsy shop just in case. All right. Do you go live for your Black Friday sale? This is the lightning round, guys. Do you go live for your Black Friday sale? Usually no, because normally we are at families. We usually have to have Thanksgiving.
We bring a laptop and have Thanksgiving on the laptop.
Yes. So usually I don't, but it's not a bad idea. The only reason I don't is because I can't, but someday I definitely hope to. If you have the ability to, I highly recommend it, especially if you do like a countdown, like sale launching in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then you publish, the sale.
When is Black Friday? Lol.
The 23rd of November. How do I get Etsy on sale? Watch the video that's linked down below. It says grab our free Black Friday survival guide that will come with 2 cheat sheets, and it will also come with a video that will teach you how to use Etsy on sale to stack your coupons so you can have a super duper awesome double dip sale. Let's see. Is that?
Yeah, we'll have to call it.
Is that it? There's so many pickles, you guys. Oh my God. So many pickles.
He found a pickle emoji too. Get out of here, Richard.
Richard found a pickle.
Troll.
Oh, does anybody do the German tradition of finding the pickle in the Christmas tree? Find the pickle in the Christmas tree. Has anybody heard that? Of finding a Christmas pickle in the Christmas tree? All right, guys. Thank you.
This bush.
Thank you so much for watching. This is our last Q&A until Halloween. Upcoming video that you have to look forward to is our Halloween unboxing, which we'll be posting on Halloween. Super duper exciting. Also, this Sunday, you can meet me live at Bitchcraft Fair in Columbus, Ohio. Joining me is actually included in your ticket price. I'm going to be presenting at 1:00 p.m. and giving out a $2,000 scholarship to Handmade Alpha Academy. I'm going to be doing a live, our first ever in-person Q&A where you can ask us business questions at 3 p.m. And then at 5 p.m., I'm going to be presenting one more masterclass where I will be giving away another $2,000 scholarship. There are over 84 different spooky themed Halloween vendors. There's going to be an open bar. You can bring your children for trick or treat, or you can dress up to trick or treat. You can come hang out with us. You can take pictures with us. You can give us hugs. You can ask us questions. It's going to be a lot of fun. And lastly, make sure that you get rid of the cheat sheets that I sent you on Tuesday because there were some incorrect dates. The updated list is linked down below, and it says grab our free Black Friday survival guide. That's going to take you to a pretty web page that I created just for the occasion to make sure that everyone gets them. Enter your email.
Elaine, it's grab our free Black Friday survival guide. You will get sent the video on how to do that. That was like the 8th time.
Sorry, guys. I promise it's in there. Right when you enter your email with the Black Friday, if you click it, it says right on it, it says that you get the video too. So click that, get the new cheat sheets, and you will get the video along with the cheat sheets, and it'll all be there. But the video is also on my YouTube channel from last year. So all you have to do is scroll back. It's not a new video. So that's why nobody got YouTube notifications for it. It's last year's video, but it's still super duper good.
We had a ton of people say they do the Christmas pickle. However, Daisy's Chain says that's not a German tradition. Nobody in Germany does the pickle thing.
Really? Well, then.
Well, nobody in Germany does it, but apparently a bunch of weirdos that are fans do it. You weirdos.
I always heard that it was.
I literally never heard about that until you said it. Never even heard, didn't know anybody that did it, never heard of it.
Maybe it was after we would have to look up the origin of the pickle. Do it lightning fast.
I'm not going to look
I have to let them know what it is and how it came to be. My grandma always did the pickle, but I don't know if that's something that she adopted after our family moved.
Around the same time, it was claimed that the Christmas pickle was a very old German tradition, that the pickle was the last ornament hung on the Christmas tree, and then the first child to find the pickle got an extra present. It's a German tradition.
But it says, wait, hold on.
We'll open it. Oh my goodness. This is the most ridiculous thing I've ever. Oh my God.
All right.
Okay. However, the claim that it's an old German tradition seems to be a total myth. Not many people in Germany have heard of the Christmas pickle. Similarly, in Russia, virtually no one knows where the supported Russian story of babushka. Let's see here.
So it's not, where did it come from? And why do we have a pickle in our Christmas tree every year?
One of the stories features a fighter in the American Civil War who was born in Bavaria, part of Germany. He was a prisoner and starving. He begged a guard for one last pickle before he died, and the guard took pity on him and gave him a pickle. And then there's a story about St. Nicholas with pickles.
So there's Christmas stories with pickles, but it's apparently not a German tradition. So now we learned something new, and we're just going to say it's our tradition.
No, because I don't do it because it's weird.
Fine, you don't get an extra Christmas present then.
I don't need one. My family is Croatian. Congrats.
I am super duper pale, but I'm German, Irish, and Shawnee Indian. And if you saw my grandma, you would understand the Shawnee Indian because she is, how old is my grandma? She's very old, very, very old. Old. I have no idea how old she is. That's a bad thing. She's old. And her hair is still the prettiest shade of just brown, brunette, no white in her hair whatsoever. And I always ask her, or I had always asked her when I was a kid, like, why is your hair so pretty? And she was always talking about, you know, how that was just kind of our bloodline. And I remember that as a kid. He, on the other hand, thinks that I'm too pale to have any Shawnee Indian blood in me. But
Well, I tell people I'm mostly Italian and Greek, and they tell me that I'm mostly German because I have blue eyes. And I'm thinking, I think you got that a little mixed up on how that works.
yeah, that's not how that works. All right, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. We're so sorry that this has been such a tired Q&A. We've been a little bit exhausted prepping for this big Bitchcraft fair, but you can be sure that we will be super duper peppy this Sunday if you're coming to see us, which we are so excited. All right, guys, have a great weekend. Have a safe Halloween. Look out for crazies. Watch your kids. Make sure that they're wearing all the reflective stuff. Taylor is about to come through the ceiling because she stayed home from school today. There was no school. Not she stayed home from school. She's fine. All right, guys, have an awesome weekend. See you later.
Bye.